Hello all, hello again. Welcome to our channel Zade Academy. Today we are going to learn about the and or operators. So let's get started. Alright, so by this point you are probably a master of the nested if statement, which is fantastic. Thing is those statements were still based on pretty simple if, this, then and that statements. What if we need to create a logical test that's based on a number of different fields or variables as opposed to just marks for the instance we have? One of the great example for this is on your screen here. Let's say we want to categorize students as their results as a pass or a fail. If you just think about it for a minute, there's no way to define pass or a fail based on just a single field because it's a function of two things: the math marks and the physics marks. So here we have a student, like a student details, where we are distinguishing between the math marks and the physics marks. If the student gets more than 16 marks, then he will get distinction. And if marks are between like 17 to 16, then the student will be pass, otherwise fail. So that's where the and or statement come into play. It's when you need to include multiple logical tests that are based on a number of different criteria or the variables. So just continuing with the same type of like examples, like whichever you can see on the screen, you will see that the syntax is little bit funky. It can be little bit tricky to get used to it, but from readability standpoints it might seems to make more sense to say if condition 1 and condition 2, then in this case excel kind of flip it, and it will always start with if and, or if or if not, and then list your criteria within that parenthesis. So reading through this example here with the like and statement we have, basically what we are saying is logical test one is if, uh, yeah, if these two things uh, are true. So if, like, if in the if and statement c2 is greater than which is c2, in this condition c2 greater than 7 is 2, that's your math marks. Sorry. And d2 which is greater than equal to 7, it is a physics marks which are greater than equal to 7, then student will be pass. So in order for this test to be true, both of these condition need to be true, like math marks and the physics mark must be greater than or equal to 7. So because it's an and statement, and then if none of these are true, it's going to be return the final value which is fail. Same for if or statement, you can see on the screen. The only difference is one of the conditions should be true, not both. Either this or this condition is true, then student will be pass, and if both the conditions are false, then student will be fail. So let's jump into an Excel here and walk through these examples. So again, I'm going to use the same, exact same condition that I just laid out. That's based on the math and the physics marks. So the column E and F, which are the AND operator result and OR operator result, you can see. So I'm going to start with the E operator in the E column, which is like what we said equals to if parentheses and parentheses, then and then list my two logicals, that must be like must both of those will need to be true, which is so like you can say the c2 greater than equal to 7 comma d2 greater than equal to 7. So the parenthesis close, because that's my full and final and statement, and then comma to my value of true. So if both of these are true, what's the deal? Its math and physics marks must be greater than or equal to 7 to pass. So which is in quads. So then my last comic gets me to my final value at false. So it's if none of these tests are true, what I want to return, and I just want the fail, which is in quads at fail. Yes, here. And then again to close it out with the parenthesis. Just look at this. Hit the enter button. Just like before, I use relative reference, so I can just double click and apply to the bottom. It will update automatically. And then one way to check my values, I can just look at to the filter. Like we just click on the filter and just say filter and see, okay, there are two values of my potential which have populated, which is pass and the fail, which we required. So now let's quickly do the condition field. This is for the all statement, which is in F column. And again, the condition that must be true are either the student are pass or the students are fail. So equals if or C2, the math marks should be greater than equal to 7, comma D2 greater than equal to 7, parenthesis close, then comma. Remember the result which is you want in quotes, because I'm dealing with the texting, so the answer should be in pass. Sorry, spelling mistake. Then and then again, if none of those are true, my value of false is going to be fail. Put it in the quotes, close it off, hit the enter button and apply it down as we just in the last example. You can see here only pass. I will tell you the what is the difference. So let's do the quick spot checks for, like you say, the which is Angelica, and for the Frankie, and below as well. You can see for both of those, you can and operator shows result as a fail, but our operator shows result as a pass. Why it is? It have 15 marks, 5 marks, 9 marks, 6 marks. So physics, in the physics, both of those are fail, but why she is pass? Just let me just explain. Because there is a difference. So as we discussed earlier, and function will check for both condition should be true. So that's why, because both conditions should be true, means if marks are greater than 7 for math marks, that is okay, that is true. But for the math physics marks, greater than 7 is not true, that is false. So that's why it's fail. Both conditions should be matched. Same for the Frankie as well. 9 and 6. 9 is greater than equal greater than 7. So that's why she's Frankie is pass in the math marks, but 6 is less than 7. So that's why she's fail in the by using a and operator. But you can see for both of the students, you can see by using or operator is pass, because or a condition check for either one of the condition true. So in this case, math marks are greater than 7, which is 15. But physics marks are less. But one condition should be true, then she will pass. So Angelica is pass. Same way for the Frankie as well. So this is all about the and or conditions, or we can say the statements. So thank you all for watching my video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel to get more videos under the SZ Academy. If you want some other topics to learn, please put it in the comment box so that I will create the videos for that as well for you. Thank you.